Welcome back. Part 2. Continuation. Let's Episode 1. Wonder if we're gonna see Tyrion or anyone like that show up in the first episode. Haven't seen anyone from the series yet, but they're coming.
Ethan? Ethan! I couldn't find him. Could you?
He has a real smarmy look to his face, Ethan.
He hides too well, and if he was smart, he would reveal himself.
I don't like this game anymore. Maybe something happened to him.
Ethan's fine. He's just forgotten this is
I
a
win.
game.
I win.
Congratulations, your lordship.
Don't worry. It's just a game, Ryan.
Stupid game. I don't like it.
He was worried you were gone.
I thought we'd never find you again.
I'm
Aww.
right here. And I promise, I'm not going anywhere.
I wish Mira was here. And Asher. And Roderick.
I do too. But Mira's in King's Landing and...
Can't she come home? I don't want her to die too.
Ryan, she's perfectly safe, I promise.
I wonder
you.
if she's gonna
I
get
don't
to know
want her to
Sansa.
die either. Maester Ortengrin said he got sent to the wall. I'll miss Garrett. He was nice.
I
Garrett
don't
is
know
smart.
what he did to get sent away like that.
He let me ride one of his pigs once. It was fun.
He'll be fine. Garrett is smart.
No one will tell me what Garrett did, but it must have been serious. I heard Duncan and Sir Royland talking. They said someone will come here looking for revenge.
Everyone's worried about you, but I'm not. I know you'll protect us.
Who said they're worried about me?
Well, Sir Royland for one. He says you can't fight very well.
What?
And he calls you a milksop.
Sir
I'll have him
Royland
punished.
forgets
No.
himself. After all,
He underestimates
you are the
me.
lord of the house now.
He doesn't know me or what I'm capable of.
What does milksop mean?
I don't know. But I know it's not good.
Ethan, you
Not
should let
bad.
Sir Royland teach you how to wield a sword. Like a man. He taught Roderick and Asher, and he even showed me how to fight. Properly, I mean.
A lord should know how to fight.
Do you remember when we were younger? When we all used to play here? You, me, Roderick, Asher.
I don't.
We'd all be out here for hours.
Where was I?
You weren't born yet.
We had so much fun. But then, then everything changed. Roderick became so serious, the Lord in training, and he never smiled anymore. And Asher just got angry at everything.
They had responsibilities, man.
Promise me you won't be like that. Please, just be you. I like you the way you are.
Got a kingdom to run.
I know a lord has many responsibilities, but you don't need to be like them.
I might have to
You need to
change.
decide for yourself.
I may have to change.
I'd rather have my brother than a lord.
I'll have to have both, I'm afraid.
Right, grow up. Grow up.
But since you're the new lord, you can do anything you want.
I suppose.
Everyone will have to do as you say. So I could have all the sweets I want.
If only it were that simple. It would be nice
Hmm.
if someone did what I wanted for once. But Ethan will be a good lord. A proper
You can
lord.
have as many as you
many
like.
as you'd like, yes.
Really?
Of course. Why not?
Lord Ethan, you're needed in the Great Hall at once. Quickly, on your feet.
Gotta be a man now, sister.
What's the matter?
Lord Whitetail has arrived, unannounced and certainly unexpected. He's come demanding justice.
Can't he meet with Duncan? He is the Castellan.
Stay with us. Please, Ethan.
He's demanding an audience with the Lord. We really must go.
It's your decision. You are the Lord.
If I were Lord, I would command Ethan to stay with his family. Lord Whitehill.
Come on, guys, responsibilities.
Fine. If
Gotta
that's
do
what's
'em.
required of me.
Very well then.
Kid's gonna get me killed. Tell me to stay. No, dang it. Or Lord, sorry. I'm a Lord now. You go goofing off in the forest.
They showed up unannounced. Lord Whitehill is in a lather. I assume you explained to Lord Ethan why they're here?
Business with Garrett. I told him.
Lord Whitehill knows Garrett is a squire to this house. Or was, I suppose.
Was. It makes no difference. The Whitehills were clearly in the wrong, so don't give him any satisfaction. Out there, you were decisive and firm. Now do it again with these bastards.
Let's not do something rash. Things are bad enough as it is.
I
can
got
handle
this.
Lord Whitehill.
Well said, my lord.
Now is not the time to anger Lord Whitehill any more than he already is. He's got 5 times as many men, and the backing of House Bolton.
All the more reason to stand up for ourselves.
This guy
Every
is
coward
bloodthirsty,
dead
man.
men roll over.
He just wants heads no matter what. I gotta be smart about this. I can't just be slapping people down.
Lord Ethan, is it? My condolences for your father and brother. The late
Kiss the
Lord
ring.
Forrester was no friend to me or my house, but to his family it's still a loss.
I'll thank
Thank
him.
you, Lord Whitehill.
My only regret is I wasn't there to drive the dagger into his heart myself.
Hey.
I've been waiting for this day all my life. The Forresters finally get their due.
My father died a hero, fighting for the North against traitors and oath-breakers.
Aye,
Right.
and look where that got him. And no bread and salt! What kind of fucking house receives a lord with no fucking bread and salt? You bloody amateur. No courtesies. I should have expected as much. Bloody Forresters.
Calm yourself, old man.
You little fuck! That's how you talk to a lord? You Forresters have shit on us for generations. Well, now the Starks are no longer around to have your back, are they? We're the power in the north now.
Roose Bolton is the Warden of the North.
Aye. And we've been his bannermen for 5 fucking centuries. You cunt.
Lord Ethan, you're losing control of this.
That's enough, Lord Whitehill.
I'm not finished. Maybe if you hadn't been so fucking greedy with the ironwood, things would have been different between us.
You squandered your share.
Our share was taken from us. We had no fucking choice but to harvest what was left.
What is it you want, Lord Whitehill?
Your man, the squire. We were minding our own business, keeping the king's peace, as his lordship here said, when your man attacked us for no reason.
Hear that? Attacked.
That's poppycock.
Garrett was only defending himself.
Then you admit it was your man who killed my men? And a pig farmer at that. How do you answer for your squire, Lord Ethan?
He's been
He
banished.
acted in your name. And you are the Lord of this house.
We lost people too, Lord Whitehill. Your men murdered his entire family.
You lost pig farmers, not soldiers. A soldier's worth 100 of their time.
Wow.
Where's the fucking coward who killed
Wow.
my men? I know he's here. What have you done with him?
He was
He's
sent
gone.
to the war.
Who the fuck sent him to the wall? Answer me!
It's
Who's the
punishment.
one who did it?
I did.
What? That was my
Right.
justice to deliver, boy. And you denied me of it. I'm not leaving until I have my justice. Now bring me the coward who did it, or you'll answer to Roose Bolton.
What the hell is this guy's
What
problem,
kind of
man?
fucking house is this?
A house of honorable
Cussing
men.
my house like this. Right?
Lady Forrester.
You bellow like a wounded boar, Lord Whitehill. Have you forgotten your manners?
I mean
Thank you.
no disrespect to you, my lady, considering your losses and all. But this is not over.
It's over when my son says it is.
This
It's over.
is over, Lord Whitehill.
Ethan is Lord of Ironrath now. By rights, his word is law here. If that displeases you, then I trust you can find the door.
That lad may be lord of this house, but Lord Bolton will have the final say. I'll send him a raven letting him know a Forrester man killed one of his own. That the new Lord Forrester lied to my face
What did I lie
and denied
about?
me my justice. Then we'll see whose word is law.
What did I lie about?
Do your worst, you bastard.
Not gonna say anything else to the chump. Let him go.
You must find your voice, my lord. Your enemies will interpret your silence as a sign of weakness.
You were brave, my son. But you'll need to be braver still when Ramsay Snow arrives to see you bend the knee. Prepare a raven. We need to send word to Mira in King's Landing at once.
Talking all that mess. In my house, nonetheless. Come on, man. Where's the respect?
Your sister can help us. Although just a handmaiden, she has Marjorie Tyrell's favor. And Lady Marjorie's betrothal to the king may be enough to keep the Boltons at bay.
Oh,
if it's
we're that
presented
far
to
ahead in
her
the
as
season.
it should be.
Pastel room. That conversation was kind of intense. I don't know. I tried to play it cool, but the guy was pissing me off. Wish I had a leg to stand on.
Asher sent me this coin to remember him. What a strange place, Essos.
So strange. What does that say? Highgarden can't read that. Bro.
It was very kind of Lady Marjorie to give this to me. It once belonged to Lady Elena. Ethan made this for me.
A sad face. Read it.
Father, much excitement here in King's Landing for the coming wedding. Lady Marjorie has proven to be quite popular throughout the city. I do wish you and Mother could come, although I know it would be impossible under the circumstances. I miss all of you, and I look forward to the day you can.
Well, that's not gonna happen now. Sucky times, man. You lose your father, your brother, just like that. Her and Sansa to be good friends. Going through the same stuff.
Wonders Made by Man by Lomas Longstrider. A gift from
Lomas Longstrider.
I hope to see them all someday.
But he's popular with the ladies. Longstrider.
King's Landing. I wonder if it's sunny at Ironrath today.
It troubles me to even ask this of you, but you must appeal to Lady Marjorie to intervene on our behalf. She is our best hope, and can be a powerful ally, especially now when your family so desperately needs her help.
Marjorie, you know, in the show I actually like her. Very practical, but I don't think she's evil per se. She's just extremely pragmatic.
Oh, sorry, milady. I didn't mean to disturb you. I can come back later if you'd like.
Come on in.
No, it's fine. Come in.
Better not be some type of assassin pulling all that bucket.
Begging your pardon, milady, but you all right? If you don't mind my asking, you seem rather upset.
I'm just worried about my family.
Ah, letter from home, is it?
It's kind of you to ask.
Of course, milady. You've always been kind to me.
Please hurry if you can. Lady Marjorie will be here any minute.
Of course, milady. You work for Lady Marjorie? I may be wrong, but it seems like you do.
It's widely known that I work for Lady Marjorie.
I've seen you with her before. You seem like good friends.
Alright, what do you want?
I saw Lady Marjorie just this morning, outside the Royal Sept, talking to Queen Cersei.
Uh-huh.
Cersei?
And?
They appeared to be having some sort of disagreement. I couldn't hear much, but it was definitely an argument.
Why
Are
are
you
you
telling
telling
us?
me this?
I heard them arguing about House Forrester and...
House Forrester?
I thought you'd like to know. Forgive me if I was mistaken.
You did good,
Hope
kid.
you're not in any kind of trouble. Most people don't tend to notice a call boy. Not in King's Landing, with so many lords and ladies about. You see and hear all sorts of things when people don't even know you're there.
Thank you.
Good night, milady.
Appreciate it. Try to use that information somehow. Whoa,
Lady
what's up with
Marjorie,
the
you're early.
Wolverine hair?
I was hoping there would be time for us to talk. Come, there's something we must discuss. From the day you arrived in Highgarden, I've thought of you more as a friend than as my handmaiden. A dear friend, in fact.
Thank you, my lady.
And you know how I feel about what's happened to your family. I feel your pain as if it were my own. What you've suffered is beyond imagining. And your poor family as well.
You're very kind, my lady.
Of course, Mira, but you must not despair. We will get through this together. You must understand there are limits to what I can say, especially here in King's Landing, now that I am to be queen. To have a handmaiden from the north whose family fought for Robb Stark.
Oh, no.
It raises questions at a time I can least afford.
I getting fired?
Cersei herself cornered me this morning outside the Royal Sept.
That sideways
A
glance.
girl in my service, and she painted you a traitor.
What?
She was very pleased with herself. Her face was full of mirth as she said it.
What does she intend to do?
She intends to make you miserable, knowing that will make me miserable as well. She demands an audience. She wants an apology of some sort. For what, I don't know, but she's waiting for us now, and I promised I would bring you to her. I wouldn't ask this of you if it were not important. I cannot afford any conflict with Cersei with the wedding so near.
What do I say?
Find a way to appease her. Humor her. Tell her what she wants to hear.
Great. King's
See if the
Landing.
Queen Regent is ready to receive us.
Capital of butt kissing.
You'll be fine. I know you will. You may feel one thing, but you must say another.
If I do this, will you help my family out?
Good luck.
Or if that chump Joffrey's in here. Joffrey the Chumbalone. Hey, it's Tyrion.
You can do this.
And I'm leaving. Well, those murmurs, those rumors, you hear that? Oh my goodness.
Ah, Lady Marjorie. Aren't you looking lovely this evening?
Lord Tyrion. Your Grace? With your permission, allow me to introduce Lady Mira of House Forrester.
Pleased to meet you.
I am honored, Your Grace.
Yet not honored enough to kneel, I see.
Am I supposed to kneel?
House Forrester is a northern house loyal to the king.
Are they?
I beg your pardon, Your Grace.
I wasn't talking to you. I want to hear from the girl. Is your family loyal to the king?
Of course.
Perhaps you should ask the new Lord Forrester.
He's not here, is he? She is. The girl can speak for her house.
Joffrey is the one true king, Your Grace.
And yet, for centuries the Forresters have been loyal bannermen to House Stark. A house of traitors.
Not us.
They were the Wardens of the North. We all served at the pleasure of the king.
Clever girl.
Yeah.
Perhaps too clever for her own good.
The girl did name Joffrey as the one true king.
Is your house willing to swear fealty to your new liege lord, Roose Bolton?
Absolutely. He's a new warden.
He is the Warden of the North, Your Grace.
He is. And I the Queen Regent and Tyrion the Master of Coin.
The girl has a remarkable talent for answering questions while in fact saying nothing at all.
Old allegiances are not easily abandoned. But now that the war is over, we must look to rebuild and forge new alliances.
I agree. 100%.
There are ships and shields to be built, and Joffrey will need a steady supply of ironwood for his armies. I'm told there are others who would happily serve that purpose, but I trust we can rely on House Forrester.
Forster Ironwood does seem rather unique.
To our mutual benefit, Your Grace.
And at the pleasure of your king. It would be a shame to see it fall into the hands of another house. I imagine you'd do almost anything to prevent that from happening, wouldn't you? Ask any Lannister, and they'd do whatever was necessary to save Casterly Rock. It would be unfortunate to see another house lay claim to what's yours.
I won't dishonor myself, Your Grace.
I see.
What would you have the girl do, Cersei? It's not as if she fought beside the Starks, wielding a battle axe for the Northern Army.
He does a way better job in here than he did
Raises
in
an
Destiny.
interesting question, I suppose. Can we truly blame those who end up on the wrong side of the war? Our dear
No.
Marjorie here was betrothed to Renly Baratheon on the false
Exactly.
assumption that he would one day rule the Seven Kingdoms. Can we fault her for her mistake? Should she be held accountable?
She only followed her heart.
She was just following her heart, Your Grace.
And the very same heart so quickly led her to my son.
If there's a point to this, I hope you find it quickly.
Loyalty can be such a hard thing to define. This city alone is filled with all sorts of ambitious opportunists looking to reinvent themselves, pretending to be something they're not. Who knows what lurks within their hearts? You are a girl from the north, here in service to Lady Marjorie. One can only assume her interests are yours. Yet loyalty to a king, that must be absolute, beyond question. And if your loyalties were to become conflicted between your king and the very person whom you serve, what would you do then?
I'm sure she
The
would...
king, of course.
Go on.
I would be true to the king, Your Grace.
Well said. I was beginning to worry you didn't have your priorities straight.
She is a threat to the crown, isn't she? The most dangerous handmaiden in all of King's Landing.
I'm not quite sure what to make of her. Not surprising, I suppose, for a northern girl, but not very encouraging either. I'd like a word with you, if I may.
Of course, Your Grace.
What does that look for?
I'll walk you out. This may come as a surprise, but I met your father once, at the tourney at Lannisport. Even then he didn't trust Roose Bolton.
Good
We only
guy,
spoke
Tyrion.
briefly, but your father struck me as an honorable man. You have my condolences for his loss. These would be trying times for your family, even under the best of circumstances.
Thank you, Lord Tyrion. That's very kind of you to say.
That certainly took courage. To so publicly declare your loyalty to Joffrey for all to hear. Poor Lady Marjorie was humiliated, although Cersei seemed quite pleased. It was quite the first impression. I, of course, found it all highly entertaining. No doubt Lady Marjorie will forgive you. Eventually.
Not gonna answer that
My
one.
sister and I have our differences. She takes great pleasure in her little charades. I take mine in thwarting them. We must find our amusements where we can. She threatened to give your ironwood to another house. It is the Master of Coin who decides such matters.
Yeah.
The crown needs boats. Boats need wood, and I speak for the crown in this regard. Not her.
What are you suggesting?
I suppose the crown could be persuaded to secure ironwood from House Forrester. Lady Marjorie might not look favorably on such an alliance, and it would infuriate Cersei. Although what would be amusing for me might prove rather dangerous for you and your house. Are you willing to risk that? It may be far too... In fact, forget I even suggested such a thing.
It's a risk I'm willing to take, Lord Tyrion. Please.
You are a brave girl, aren't you?
I don't even know what I did there.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I promised Sansa I would join her for dinner.
I'm hoping this is helping the family, but I'm not sure.
Dornish wine await my arrival. The mere thought of them makes me thirsty already.
I hope we meet again.
Nothing would make Cersei happier. Until then, be careful. This is not the North. King's Landing can be a nest of vipers to the uninitiated.
I don't know if that choice was helping my family like they wanted or not. I don't know. I mean, we're not going to lose our ironwood, I guess, so... I guess that's helping them. As far as danger goes, well, whatever. Half my family's dead anyway. We're already in danger.
Mira, I was worried. How was it? Cersei has a way of looking at you as though you're nothing. It's more than a little intimidating.
It went well.
Really? That's a relief. Cersei is known for being rather difficult. Lady Marjorie has spent the entire day working on seating arrangements for the wedding. Of course, you and I are seated way at the back, here with the 4th cousins and the 9th born son.
We can't be on TV. We've got to sit back there.
Sir Jaime,
I wouldn't mind tarnishing that white cloak of his.
Sarah!
What?
Oh.
It's true. And Oberyn Martell, the Red Viper. I'm told he has a paramour, which I doubt is Dornish for wife.
He is quite handsome.
And quite passionate, from what I've heard. Perhaps Lady Marjorie could make the right introductions. Who knows? We might meet our future husbands.
Totally!
Marrying a king? I can only imagine what that would be like.
Horrible.
Would you marry Joffrey if it meant you'd become queen? He does have a certain look about
hell
him.
no, but
and he's always treated Lady Marjorie well. Which is more than you can say for his mother.
I'm gonna lie.
If it helped my family.
Right. Of course. Well,
I ain't giving
will
information out
marry
to
him.
anybody.
Imagine the power you would have as queen of the
Don't
Seven
trust any of these
Kingdoms.
scrubs.
I might even allow you to be my handmaiden. Let's see, who else should we marry off? Brienne of Tarth and Tyrion Lannister. What a perfect match. Sir
You know what's a
Bronn
Brienne?
and...
What are you doing?
Uh-oh. The hammer.
Well,
I'm sorry, my lady.
As am I. We shouldn't have been messing about.
this is not a game. It's a battle plan. Allies and enemies can be made with every move. Yet they say it is men who are powerful. The Queen was pleased by your display, Mira. I'm just glad it's over.
What?
King's Landing can be exhausting sometimes.
The heck is like 16-bit?
There's always someone to please or some perceived slight to smooth over. I fear it will only get worse when I am queen.
Once they know your true heart, the lords and ladies will have no choice but to love you.
Do you agree?
He's right. Hard to
People
please.
are not always so easy to please. If you showed Cersei your true heart, she would stab it with a fork.
You learn very quickly. Your words to Cersei were brave, but I know you must fear what the Boltons might do to your family. I do appreciate your willingness to appease her, as difficult as it may have been.
Thank you, my lady. There's been something on my mind. Something important.
See, she'll scratch our back. Ask for that help. Or should I not? Because Tyrion's doing something? I don't know. I'll ask.
I did have a favor to ask of you in return.
Whatever you wish to say, you can say it in front of Sarah. There are no secrets between us.
I don't know about that.
It's about my family.
I trust her.
I'm sorry, Sarah. You gotta go, man. You
I
can't.
prefer
You
to
can't
speak
have.
with you alone.
Sorry. This is King's Landing, man. It's like the NSA all over the place. You can't have no one in here. Can't trust any of these people. She'll get over it.
Go on. Ask.
Forgive me, my lady. I wouldn't otherwise ask this of you, but my mother insisted. It's about my family.
Ramsay Snow. What would you have me do?
My mother fears our family will suffer if Ramsay is left to do as he likes. She thought, if a raven could be sent to the Boltons to let them know House Forrester has the protection of the crown. I know it's a lot to ask of you, and I wouldn't otherwise, but she insisted.
That is no small request, especially now.
I know, my lady, and I wouldn't ask this of you otherwise. But my mother has left me no choice. She insisted.
Joffrey knows only too well your family fought for the Starks.
Am I screwing
Now
myself
you would have me
here?
ask him to intervene. Is the situation that dire? Joffrey will not look favorably on such a request.
My mother feels it is urgent, my lady. She's unfamiliar with King's Landing and its politics. I hope you can understand that.
I hope this isn't like...
Very well. I'll make your request, but I cannot promise anything.
Thank you, my lady.
Asking for Tyrion's help and her help. I wonder if that's gonna screw me over. Like, should I only have taken one? I don't know. That might screw me over. I didn't really understand what was going on. I know Tyrion said that we would keep our stuff, and I don't know if the deals are mutually exclusive or not.